So guys, to be continued. Part 4. Yeah, the suitors of the fibros, as in my suitors. Yeah, what I was experiencing the time I was having the fibro. So I decided to go to doctor to just to meet her to talk about how we will start, how the operation will be done. I want to do the operation right now, at that moment. So I went there. Me got it there, discovering that I was pregnant of my last baby. The time I said, no, let me just move on, let me be like every other working class people, let me just engage myself for something. That was the time Anna got pregnant, you see. So I was already in school. I started my Dutch course because I live in Germany. So I said, well, all thanks to God, I wanted it before. So life continued. I was going to school, until I now have a broken leg. So that was when I stopped going to school. So after then, the pregnancy was there. Me having fibroids and being pregnant, not that it was so stressful. No, at the beginning everything was going well until I got my leg broken. So everything became worse for me. I lose my strength a lot because if I'm walking, I will rest all my weight on one leg. So I was now using strength to walk. So with that, everything gets worse. As in, it was like hey to my enemy. It was not nice at that period. It was not a good experience that moment. So to cut the long story short, and I gave birth to my baby, successful and normal, as usual, as I always wanted. It was still normal. The fibroids was still there. My dear people, after the birth, what now happen? My face no gree come back. When they say woman go born now, you will see that glittery face, that oily face, for where my face remain boka. My face no gree come back again. As in, I was now looking old all the time. Another truth also, I was now looking old on my face, looking so old, more than my age. When I look at the mirror, I'll say, is this me? Hey, Jesus, what is going on? The menstrual pain come increase. The menstrual pain was now extraordinary, guys. How many I go fit talk? I said so many I cannot even remember. So many that I cannot even remember now until I get out of it. Maybe by the time I'm getting more better, I will be sharing it. But at this moment, this my story go long. It go even reach. Let me end here and to be continued again. Part 5. Okay.